Happy Good Friday, everybody. I just got home from work a little bit ago, so if I look tired, that's the reason why. I wanted to go over this real quickly with you, and it's a letter I got from our Children's Developmental Services Agency. It's their invitation to partake in their survey, printed on beautiful blue color paper. They're trying to make it look happy, I guess. But they want my opinion on how their services went for our family. For those of you who are just now joining my channel, we had InHome Services for Annie that started last year. We had 3 therapists. We had, or we went through 3 different therapists. One had to quit totally because she switched jobs and her insurance didn't carry over. Oh, no, I'm sorry. She took a second job and her insurance didn't carry over and she wasn't protected in the home in case something happened, so she could no longer do her job as a therapist. The second therapist kept calling off and rescheduling hours and stuff like that. And for those of you who know how important a routine is for kids on the autism spectrum, you know how frustrating that was. And then we had our occupational therapist, who was an absolute angel. Annie attached to her very quickly. They bonded. Oh, and it was so sad when our services ended because Annie just adored her completely. So I got this invitation to partake in their survey. It's very standard. It just talks about, how are we serving you? How are your goals coming along? Your service coordinator will review your rights under the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act. Please let us know how we're doing with these goals. We want to hear from all families so everyone's voice is heard. You can answer questions online or in a paper version, and they give you a link to go online if you want to do it there. Woo! And it has my service coordinator's name listed. Here's the thing with my service coordinator. I don't think English, I'm not trying to be rude, mean at all or anything, so please don't twist my words. I think there was a minor language barrier when it came to my service coordinator, and I had a little trouble understanding her, but for the most part, all of the needs on her end were met, and all of the needs on our end were met when it came to her. The Children's Developmental Service Agency of our county was very, very quick to act when we got referral from Annie's pediatrician. It was almost immediate. It was right on the button. So they did act very fast. I will give them that. The staff there is actually pretty friendly, and I've actually recommended a couple of people who I know personally towards this agency because of how fast we got help here. I will be sure to tell them everything that I've told you. I will be sure to discuss everything that I'm speaking about now. I'm not gonna lie and say everything was hunky-dory when we had a couple of issues. But I think if I have to give this a rating, maybe like a 1 out of 10, maybe an 8. If that therapist in question was more consistent and was more reliable, it probably would have been maybe a strong 9. Because we had to keep rescheduling and making up for stuff that we couldn't reschedule for, and that is, I mean, if your life is already busy enough, that's crazy in itself. But they will hear everything I'm telling you now. They will hear everything. And I also will give the therapist that we enjoy. Hang on. I will give the therapist that, or I thought did an outstanding job, a raving review. I mean, you can't complain about the bad ones and not give good reviews to the good ones. You know, it just, you just got to keep it fair and balanced. But yeah, I just wanted to share my thoughts really quickly with you guys. And also, if you ever wake up from a dream and then forget you had that dream, and then you go back and you try to remember the dream and you remember certain key details about the dream, and that was me last night, all last night. I had a dream about a small town called Skyland. I googled it, and there's a small town called Skyland right outside of Asheville. And the funny thing is that Jana is going on a field trip to the Biltmore Estate in May. So I don't know if that's some sort of weird precursor to what's her trip, but if that's the case, that's just going to totally freak my crap out. But anyway, my husband has to use the bathroom. I'm hogging it because it's too windy outside to vlog. So I'm going to have to go.